Okay, I'm excited to do this video and to share this article because the dynamics of choosing your customer profile, individual customer profile, has changed drastically already in the past 6 months. And when I was looking to create my individual customer profile for my most recent project, I did not find anyone else using this technique, and I wanted to share it with everyone. Okay, so that being said, if you would have caught me, Charlie Grieman, 3 years ago, trying to figure out who our customer is, I would have brought together the product team, I would have brought together UX, I would have brought together sales, and we really would have spent the time and money before we even created our initial product to really understand what we were trying to build and who we were trying to sell to, because engineering would have been such a large effort and so expensive that it really made sense for us to wrap our heads around who it is that we're trying to sell to before we begin building. Now, the script has been flipped. Instead of trying to figure out who you're building for first, now you just sort of have an idea and you let Codex or Cloud Code or Grok Build or Open Code sort of get after it. And you already have your code base more or less already built within, let's say, 2 or 3 hours. And this sort of flips the script, because now that we can build the code so fast, now in my mind, the way I look at it is that actually we should be using the code as the source of truth in order to figure out who your ICP, your individual customer profile is. And that's the whole premise of this article, and that's what I'm going to go through in this video. And I really want to move as quickly as I possibly can in this video, just to make it as content rich as possible and just sort of get this message across. So that's the basic premise, which is that you can use the code base to build your ICP. And I have 3 prompts, and towards the end, there's actually a singular prompt that you can just put in that uses these 3 prompts all together. So let's just go through it very quickly. So the first prompt is what we're calling this ICP v0, but it allows you to infer from the code base who is your individual customer profile, or your intended customer profile, or implemented customer profile. There's a lot of different things that the I's can stand for. And if we were to open up this prompt in a new window, you'll sort of see that it's very thorough. It's looking through, what the product actually enables. Primary value producing workflow, distinguish between features and user capabilities, and what's the economic job, and what's the product market fit alignment. And it just really keeps them going, and for each candidate we're specifying different competing things for it to work against. So this was without going into the details of this because it's very long, but I really wanted to just open this to really show how competent the AI can be if it has a prompt which was created by myself. And it uses this framework, which is red, yellow, green boundaries, something I learned from some go-to-market people elsewhere. But in short, it's a very thorough prompt. You put that into the system, and you're going to get your individual customer profile from this. And I don't want to even go into the prompt, but that's step 1. Step 2 is then you're auditing the market around that ICP. And so this would be the second prompt that we have available, and it's going to help you find your initial ICP market audit. So for one of the, let's say, cold emailing apps that I was working on, we ran this through, and it said, okay, B2B consultants in this particular niche is what you should be looking into. And you're going to get this from this very large prompt. And once again, the mind shift that we're doing now is that instead of going to a whiteboard and trying to put into proper boxes who is our demographic for this, instead you're looking at the code base itself. And then the step 3 is that you have a validation sprint, and you have this third prompt. You're actually going out into the world, and you're asking it, okay, where can I actually go to find these people? Can I go to LinkedIn? Can I go to Reddit? Do I go to Twitter? Do I send people letters? Do I show up to my doctor's office? Do I go to conferences or events? This third prompt is going to look through all the files that have already been created and do that for you. And then very neatly in this blog post, which I'll share as a link in this video, whether it be YouTube or X or LinkedIn or wherever it is that this is shared, you can simply just copy this prompt, and it's going to link to the prompts on my site, agreement.com, and you'll be able to figure out your ICP. And this is just one more tool in the tool belt. This is something that I spent not a huge amount of time, but I spent let's say 2 to 3 days really thinking about how can I make this whole process as compact and straightforward as possible, so that I can build my app, then I can have my ICP set up, and then I can then get out into the world and try and figure out who it is that I should be talking to, how I should be talking to them, and can we validate this product as fast as possible. So this is the method that I use now moving forward. I can't see it changing for some time. Maybe there will be a little bit more agent involvement than there is now, but this is my process for go-to-market to find my ICP. And it's now in a very neat article form for anyone, and I just wanted to make this video to show how it is that you yourself can use this. So you can just copy this prompt, put it in your let's say your Codex or Claude work or ChatGPT work or Grok build or whatever for a particular project, figure out your ICP, and then get to work and start selling. All right.